Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into a report from Luxfer Holdings, and let's just say it involves numbers, money, and how they're handing it out. Sounds exciting, right? Maybe not. But stick around, we'll make it interesting. Think of it as a financial treasure map, with clues hidden in plain sight. We're looking at a Form 8K, which is basically a quit update a company sends to the Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, to let everyone know about important stuff that's happened. This one is dated April 8, 2025. The company we're talking about is Luxfer Holdings PLC. They're based in England and Wales, but they also have offices here in the United States in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. They're traded on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker symbol LXFR. The important thing that happened on April 8, 2025 is that Luxfer announced they're giving out an interim dividend. Think of a dividend as a little thank you payment from the company to its shareholders, people who own stock in the company. This dividend is 0.13 cents for each ordinary share. So if you own one share of Luxfer stock, you'll get 13 cents. If you own 1,000 shares, you'll get $130. The money is scheduled to be paid out on May 7, 2025 to the people who own the stock on April 18, 2025. So if you bought the stock after April 18, you won't get this particular dividend. Luxfer put out a press release about this, which they've included as an exhibit to this report. This press release probably has more details about why they're paying out this dividend and what it means for the company. Now let's zoom out and think about what this dividend announcement tells us about Luxfer. A dividend is a sign of financial health. Companies that are struggling don't usually pay dividends. They need to hold on to their cash. So the fact that Luxfer is paying out a dividend suggests that they're doing pretty well. It also shows that Luxfer is trying to keep its shareholders happy. Paying dividends is a good way to attract and retain investors. It's like saying, hey, thanks for investing in our company, here's a little something extra. Of course, a dividend of $0.13 per share isn't going to make anyone rich, but it's a nice little bonus, and it shows that Luxfer is committed to sharing its profits with its shareholders. So what's the big picture here? Luxfer is a profitable company that's doing well enough to pay out dividends to its shareholders. This is good news for investors, and it suggests that Luxfer is confident about its future. It would be interesting to dive deeper into their financials to see exactly where this dividend money is coming from. Are their sales up? Have they cut costs? What are their profit margins looking like? Those are the kinds of questions that a thorough financial analysis would answer. Now, here's my take on Luxfer. Based on this dividend announcement, they seem to be in a pretty good position. They're profitable, they're shareholder friendly, and they're confident about their future. However, it's important to remember that a dividend is just one piece of the puzzle. To get a complete picture of Luxfer's financial health, you'd need to look at their full financial statements, including their income statement, balance sheet, and cash flow statement. You'd also want to compare their performance to their competitors to see how they stack up. One potential risk for Luxfer is the overall economic climate. If the economy slows down, their sales could suffer, and they might have to cut back on their dividend payments. Another potential risk is competition. If new competitors enter the market, or if existing competitors come up with better products or services, Luxfer could lose market share. Despite these risks, Luxfer seems to be a well-managed company with a solid track record. They're in a good industry, they have a strong market position, and they're committed to rewarding their shareholders. In conclusion, Luxfer's dividend announcement is a positive sign. It suggests that the company is doing well and that it's confident about its future. However, it's important to remember that a dividend is just one piece of the puzzle and that investors should do their own research before making any investment decisions. Thanks for watching this episode of Corporate Decoder. If you found this helpful, please like and subscribe. And let me know in the comments what company or SEC filing you'd like me to decode next time.